स्वभावचिन्मयानन्दम् कृपापूर्णं जगत्पतिं हरिषड्वर्गजेतारं नित्यानन्दगुरुं भजे स्वभावचिन्मयानन्द.
Dear Swamiji, yesterday you talked about internal and external wandering. I understood external wandering as moving from the past to the future, just in the mind. Please correct me if I misunderstood. However, I am not sure if I understood internal wandering is all about. Is it the association with what we identify as ourselves, our language, our names, our profession, etc.? Please help. Any thought which happens in you, which you do not identify as external wandering, which you do not think as external wandering, which you are not able to catch it as external wandering immediately, is internal wandering. Internal wandering can be classified step by step. First, any thought which comes while your eyes are closed can be classified as internal wandering. After that, if you slowly start looking deeply, then you will see the thoughts which flows inside you related to the outside objects will become external wandering, but the identity which you carry will become internal wandering. It's like the more subtle you become, the more deeper you go, you will catch the deeper and deeper layers of internal wanderings. As and now, for some people, the thoughts related to outside will be external. When you close your eyes, whatever goes on inside can be internal. But after a few days of practicing, even inside you will see many thoughts are external. You will reach the deeper and deeper layers of internal wandering. Whether it is internal or external, wandering is wandering. Any thought, any movement, you have to relax. You have to move out of it. In the beginning, whatever you think as external wandering will surely, slowly, you will realize they are all internal wandering. Or in the beginning, whatever you think as internal wandering, slowly you will start seeing they are all external wanderings. It's comparison, comparative zone. The more you go subtle and subtle, even your name will look like an external wandering. Even your name will look like external wandering. And beyond your name, the conditioning will be about your form. That is why whole world is so much obsessed about the beauty. That is the subtlest conditioning. The idea which is put inside your head about how you should look or how people should perceive you is one of the very subtle, I can say subtlest conditioning. That wandering, that conditioning is one of the subtlest internal wandering. You will be able to catch that. You will be able to catch that thief only by going to the deeper and deeper zones. All you need is pure awareness and the real true seeking, not professional seeking to answer others. Even your internal seeking, if it is for the sake of pure seeking, the intense, honest seeking, the attitude of a real scientist who is constantly ready to go into the new zones, who is constantly ready to change his opinions and ideas about the truth. See, actually, why seeking is so difficult, because your whole idea about you, world and God will change. When your idea about you and the world changes, you may have to take many decisions to update your life. Constantly doing research, exploring your inner space for truth, and tuning your life towards the truth, making yourself feel connected, fall in tune to the truth which you discovered. That is the true seeker. That is why seeking seems to be such a difficult thing, because you cannot be settled. A normal, mediocre mind always wants a settled life. That is why whenever husbands are attending regularly the spiritual classes, wives are frightened. Wives are attending too much regularly and wearing this mala and bracelet, husbands are frightened. Because now it is not going to be the so-called regular. It is going to be discovering. It is going to be new. It is going to be changing your desires, your fears, your decisions, your moods. Your whole thing is going to change. It's like you are entering into the forest of truth. What you will discover, how you will change, is naturally going to really shake the person who is living around you. Life is not going to be so-called normal or the routine. It is not going to be predictable. That is why seeking seems to be very difficult, or people are afraid of seeking. I tell you, seeking is a great adventure, unimaginable adventure. But whoever missed that, they missed the very life itself. Let me define exactly the word seeking. Seeking means entering into the silence which is constantly available to you inside, which is constantly inviting you to come and experience inside. And through that seeking, whatever decisions, whatever understandings reveal to you, making those understandings and revelations as a reality in your life by putting your life in tune with the seeking. Actually, when you unclutch and start doing research and development inside your inner space, I wanted all of you to know an important thing. Meditation is not trying to silence yourself. If you are trying to silence yourself, you will only feel frustrated. Meditation is actually a seeking, traveling towards some center, traveling towards the deeper silence, peace which exists in you. When you travel towards that peace, towards that center, towards that silence, you may experience a strong clarity landing on you. That is called Sat, truth, or strong awareness about something which is going to happen or which happened. A new look may happen to you. That is called Chit, or a strong ecstasy or relief, or feeling relaxed, or the freedom may open up to you. That is called Ananda. All these three will be constantly happening in you when you start seeking, when you start going into the meditation. Meditation is not silencing your mind. It is exploring into the reality, into the truth, into the Satya. The internal or external, this idea will constantly get refined. Today what looks like internal, tomorrow the same thought will become external. It's like how deep you have gone from the physical layer. If you see, if you are, usually we will all be in the physical layer. That is where depression happens. If you are experiencing depression and lethargy, we are in physical layer. In the physical layer, external means desires related to senses. Something you want to eat, something you want to listen, something you want to touch. This can be called as external. And name and fame are subtle joys, like acknowledged by people. All these things can be called as internal. But when you go to the subtle and subtle layers, deeper, the mental layer or the etheric layer, even the name and fame will look like external wandering, and just remembrance of your identity, your name and form can become internal wandering. Means you are becoming very subtle and subtler. Subtle and subtler. We need to look little deeply. Then you will see any movement will become external wandering. Only the deep peace which you experience will be internal, no wandering. Whether it is internal or external, that idea will constantly get updated, get changed. See here what I am trying to do. I am constantly using different words and inspiring you to go into that inner space and start seeking. That's all. I cannot give you the truth. If I give you the truth, it will again become one more religion, which is not directly useful to you. Only when you discover, when you explore, that will add music to your life, joy to your very being, and ecstasy to your energy, ecstasy to your existence. Anything discovered adds joy, juice. All you need to do, I can say the essence of this whole thing, explore in your inner space.